I'm challenged with researching libraries from the list in Sync Edge. Not sure what to look for, especially there are many libraries that are very huge. Could you give suggestions? Well, the first thing is always just narrow it down by your genre. So that's why I always have the genres listed at the top of every single one of these library recommendation videos in Sync Edge. So start there, right? So that's why I've told so many producers, you can't get in this business going, well, I'll do everything. I'll do all these different genres. You definitely need to find the one or ones that are in your wheelhouse. So mark whatever it is that you feel, this is what I really do well. This is what I bring to the table. Start off with the libraries that I've recommended those genres for. So if it's orchestral or EDM or hip hop or rock or pop or whatever it is, right? So start there. Then what you want to do is you want to look at the videos that I put together, because in those videos, I will tell you guys, all right, this is a type of library where you could potentially build up your catalog, right? And that's been my primary strategy in this business. It's a quality game. You have to have some high quality music, but it's also a quantity game. So you do have to have a large number of tracks in the system out there, potentially getting you placements, because each placement might not be a lot of money, but if you have thousands of tracks and they're all out there getting you smaller placements, all of that adds up to significant income, potentially full-time income. That's been my strategy. So I will tell you in these videos in Sync Edge, hey, this one you can definitely, or potentially, if you get accepted and they like your music, of course, you can start building a catalog with them, because look at how much music that they are stockpiling and putting together, and look at this great opportunity where you could put some music like that, right? So those are the libraries that you would want to start with, because that's going to be step one. Is you got to be having some momentum building up a catalog. You got to have your music somewhere in somebody's hands, not on your hard drive, that can actually get you placements and start building up some income for you. So that's step one. Then some of the libraries that I recommend in Sync Edge, I mentioned this specifically. I'll say this is sort of an add-on library. This is not one that I would say this is going to be a primary focus for you guys. It's probably not going to be somebody that can continuously take new music from you, because it doesn't look like they're really stocking and storing up a big catalog. They might have a small one, or that maybe I don't see one at all, but they are definitely going to be an add-on library, maybe a second or even a third company you can partner with, because they can be the ones that maybe every month, every couple of months, they'll reach out to you for some potential custom work gig. Like, hey, we got a big Nike commercial we need you to compose for. In my career, I had a few of these that I wouldn't get work from them all the time, but they were just always in my back pocket. I just always kept in touch. We always sort of kept each other in the loop. And every so often, every few months, they'd come to me with some big opportunities. I wouldn't get them all, some, in fact, I'd say most of them I didn't get, but I've always wanted them to just always keep coming back to me. And I always want to deliver for them, because the few times that I did get from them paid off really great. And it was a really rewarding feeling to actually get that. So I would say, yeah, start with the libraries that you see me kind of going through a massive catalog and talking to you guys, and not necessarily a massive catalog, but going through the catalog, because you're right. Some of them will have, 20, 30, 40,000 tracks in their catalog, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a space for you in it. Okay. So you just need to look, and the reason why you guys are getting so much more benefit and value out of Sync Edge, as opposed to maybe just doing this research on your own, is that what I'm doing is I'm analyzing their catalog in terms of, okay, if I'm going to come to this company, which one of these genres do I feel is not completely so saturated that I'd be just sort of throwing, I'd be throwing a couple of drops of water into the ocean, right? I don't want to be having a small number of tracks on the top of a huge pile of already established music. I want to find a style of music where I definitely see potential. I see placements. I actually see evidence that style of music gets placed, and they have some of it in their catalog, but they don't have tons. They don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of tracks, right? So those are the little golden zones of opportunity that I point out for you guys with Sync Edge. So hopefully that answers that question. And of course, after all of this is done, this is actually, I answer this in the frequently asked questions section at the bottom of the membership area, which is, people ask me, can I submit, let's say, rock music to a library that you said was better for hip hop? Absolutely, of course. So there might be multiple genres in these catalogs that might be actually a potentially good fit for you, that you feel like, hey, they have some hip hop, but it looks like they don't have a lot, and it looks like they don't have anything that's like what I'm offering. I'm offering this kind of cool hybrid version of hip hop that I actually think could be great. So you can also use your own sort of judgment call with these recommendations, that you don't have to always just do what I'm telling you is the best path to go with them. There are certainly other paths with these libraries. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you the most obvious ones that at least stick out to me very clearly. But on a deeper dive into all the different genres you could look at, you might find some really great opportunities. So don't just write them off because on top of the video it says hip hop. You're like, well, I do rock, so that's just not for me. Watch it. These are, they're 10-minute videos mostly at the most. Maybe they go up to 15 minutes on some of the longer ones, but there's not a lot of time. You could even put it on 1.5 speed, on the videos there. So watch all of them, and kind of go through. And also, you want to kind of go with your gut. I found that with a lot of composers, when they watch these videos, they usually find, and the ones and all the customers that I've had come to me and say, hey, I got accepted. I always ask them, like, so what made you feel that this was the right company for you? They said they had like a gut feeling. They just felt right about them. They liked the website. They liked their placements. They heard the music. They got inspired. So everything about the experience of researching and understanding this company, everything just resonated with them. And so they said, this just feels right. This feels like home to me. So try to listen to that voice. There are definitely, whatever that is, gut intuition, instincts. I don't know what it is, but I think we all have it. And I think we can definitely be very aware of it. So just kind of like, as you're watching these videos, listen to that. And if there's a lot of yeses, like you just go, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, this is interesting. You hear music. If you're just getting excited and you're like, yes, 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 probably a sign that that is a company you should try to go for. If you get some pushback, if you get some feeling like, I don't know, I don't know if I want my music and that kind of content, I'm not really looking to do this. I was kind of thinking more of, a different direction, all of that stuff. And take that as your sign that you probably don't want to go in that direction, but definitely try to go with your gut. And I think you guys can find some great companies here in SyncEdge.